What's up, Saving Squad and family? If you are on the live, I'm going right into it. If you're on the live, drop a live. If you're on the replay, drop a replay. I know you're probably not on the live because I just pushed the button. Thank you guys for coming in. What's up? Welcome to, I don't even know what I titled it, but if you don't have your budget set for April, or if you have not started an April budget, you are in the right place and space because that's where we're going to get it done tonight. And I love talking about financial education and literacy. I'm going to introduce myself in a minute because it is something that I once struggled with. I think I'm doing better with it. And I know many of us struggle with it because it is a very touchy subject. However, it is necessary for us to cover it, especially in these times. Now, again, drop a live, or if you're on the replay, I'm going to get right into it because I know sometimes when you come back to watch the replay, you don't want to see people fiddling around and talking about whatever. You want them to get right into it. I have my notes here because my name is Joy. I'm a certified teacher, savings strategist, and edutainer. I'm sorry, budgeting coach and edutainer. And I also the founder of Trendy Educational Services, where we empower Black families and minority communities through educational and financial literacy programs. Now, it is all inclusive. This is not me making excuses, but me just letting you know because I've had this issue before that just because we target that group because it's necessary and needed, it doesn't mean that we don't include everybody. Thank you. If you just came in again on the live, drop replay. We're talking about budgeting in April. And if you never did a budget, if you tried a budget and you started budgeting and stopped for any reason, this is the live stream for you. And if you think you don't need a budget, this is the live stream for you. Again, I'm going to be looking up and down at my notes. And I'm live streaming on 3 different platforms. So if you see me responding to comments you don't see, I'm on Facebook and YouTube. I'm on 2 different Facebook pages and YouTube. Then just know I'm not crazy. Now, let me put the comments in because I think there's some comments. Come on, old school. Y'all know I haven't live streamed in a while. I gotta stop. I promise I'm gonna get to it, but I gotta stop for a minute and welcome in my day ones. Jawavru is a day one. I hope my day ones see this live stream. We used to do this. Remember, Jawavru? I need you to start going live. We used to do this. Let me see if I can put your comment up. Oh, I got your comment up. We used to do this, okay? Let me put up, I don't know why I have Trendy Educational Services. I need to put up another banner because we are talking about this. This is where we're at. Join our 5-day budgeting challenge. We're not going to get into that. Again, if you have not started your April budget, I'm going to slow down for those of you who are like, she talks too fast. I do both. I've learned how to like balance it. And when I'm teaching, I talk even slower or more slowly. So again, welcome on the replay. Don't forget to hit replay live, hit live. All right, so there's no shame because life be lifing. And we're talking about budgeting. We're talking about budgeting and managing our money better. Let me look at my notes so I don't go off track because I will be down the road somewhere. Let's start with, let me see. We're going to start with where your money is going. But before we go there, I want you to know that a lot of times we have shame and not being on top of our bills or our getting our money management skills, but life be lifing. Like there's no shame in like struggling. In fact, even when you're on top of it, there's just seasons sometimes of financial struggle. Do and can we, and even myself, I'm speaking to myself because I always speak to myself first, can we get to a place of like not having those seasons? I'm sure, I know for sure we can set things in place where we can be financially well. However, we know with this current economy, and let me just say this, I got to be careful what I say because they like to like, when you're on YouTube, and I'm on both, and on Facebook, they kind of like to like pick at what you're saying and like, I won't say they'll take my video down, but give me strikes and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to say some stuff and I'm going to add like letters to it or take letters away from it. But between these tariffs, these ors with a W, and inflation, half of this isn't even your fault. Most of y'all, now some of y'all wrong, some of y'all be out there just spending money you don't have. But no, a lot of this isn't our fault. And I'm going to tell you why also. We were sold a dream. How many people were sold a dream? I don't care if you're on the replay. Tell me if you were sold the American dream. And what is the dream? What is the dream? I'm about to tell you. What is the dream? I'm going to tell you the dream was get a good job, And y'all name, and Jawaru, I think you're on here, whoever else is on here, name that good job. Because remember what the good job used to be. And I'm not talking about being a doctor, lawyer, nurse, like how when we grow up, everybody wants you to be that. I'm talking about what did they say is that good job, that good G job, right? Save money. And I talk about saving money too. I've been talking about it for 10 years now, right? I never said you could save yourself to wealth. I never said that. You have to like build, invest. You have to invest and do other things with your savings, but you can build an emergency fund. You can get some, lower some bills with some sinking funds. You can go on that vacation without coming back stressed out and wishing you never went on a vacation to begin with. You can do some things with savings. And then the other thing was what? It was get that good job, save money. Oh, purchase a home, become a homeowner, even though once you purchase it, and even if you pay it off, because I saw this happen to someone recently, they were posting about it. You can struggle with the tax, with the I'm sorry, you can struggle to pay your what am I trying to say? Your property taxes. And if you don't, and or if your utilities are high, this, I'm speaking on a person I was just watching talking about this, they will snatch, well, your taxes aren't paid, they will snatch that from you. So basically I own the home but not the land under it. Come on. So these are the things we've been sold this American dream. Work harder, do all of these things, all these things, and everything will work itself out. Will it? And this isn't the first time we're seeing that this is not so much true, but this is the worst time we're seeing that this is not so much true. Work harder, do this. I mean, work harder is the number one thing too. Oh my gosh. And let's talk about the people that talk about bootstrapping it. The bootstrappers that get government grants, we can call it welfare too, just like you, but have millions of dollars, get tax cuts. Okay. We're not talking in code. I'm not quoting this part. Get tax cuts and get welfare and government funds, grants, loans, contracts. Yes, they do. They want to make you feel bad, the middle class who's doing all the work. They want to make you feel bad about your government funds and needs and socialism when they're pretty much participating in the same thing. Now, we know that we live in a, let me see if I have any comments because I'm just running my mouth. Hold on. I'm probably late. Government, come on. Jawa, we run back to what I said. I said, what do we need? That good, they said, get that good government job. I was waiting for somebody to say it, right? Get the good government job, purchase a home, become a homeowner, all the things, work harder. And then like shame you when you need help because the cost of living is so great. Medicare, medical bills, all this stuff is going on. Healthcare is $1 billion industry. We're not even going to get into that, but like you can't afford healthcare. What else can't we afford? Well, food and groceries right now, but in general, healthcare has always been expensive. Food and groceries, they fluctuate with inflation, but right now we know it's out of control because of tariffs and the or with the W and the it's a lot of stuff. So my point is, we are at fault and we're not at fault. So we are at fault for not having a plan. We're not at fault for being sold this dream. And let's just keep it real. Let me see if we have any comments. I want to make sure I don't get behind. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it 100. We were sold a dream that doesn't work without a plan, because actually it is almost, how can I say this without getting targeted too much? I want to be careful what I'm saying here. The system works against us, right? The system often works against us because it is built for a certain group of people. And we're not even going to get into race relations tonight. We're just going to talk about class. We're not going to talk about classism. We're going to talk about class. Like the middle class, honestly, and this is mid to, in my opinion, this is my opinion, mid to low to mid to upper middle class altogether, right? They help this economy run. Like they help us run. And I'm not going to get all into this. I promise we're going to budget and I'm not going to be on here long. They help this economy run like a well-oiled machine. Well, it's not well-oiled right now. Y'all with me? Are y'all with me? If you're with me, say I'm here. If you picking up what I'm putting down in this live stream, I'm sorry. I had to give credit to Ashley because she always says that it's stuck in my head from going live. But if you're getting what I'm saying, if you understand, come on, then just let me know you understand, because we're going to get to the budgeting. We're going to get to the April. We're going to get to the part that's us. But I don't want to just we beat ourselves up enough. So I want to make sure that we understand the circumstances around us. We're not making excuses, but I want you to know, like, you're not the only one struggling. Life is lifing, and this system is not built for you to be as successful as you possibly can. I know they tell you that capitalism is that. No, capitalism in its perfect sense, first of all, it should have more socialism mixed. I mean, has some socialism mixed in it when they want to. You know, firefighters, that's part of socialism. Like a lot of stuff, you know, it's mixed in there. Capitalism at its worst is for the elite. Okay, it's really for the elite, and they'll keep every time you get closer to the mark, they'll keep pulling you back. And again, we're not even into race right now, we're just into class. Every time you get closer to the mark, they'll pull it back because they'll make something more expensive, they'll make you pay for stuff that they're not paying for. There's so much stuff going on. There's so many things we can name, right? Like, but then they'll blame you for it and say you're holding back. We are the high, middle class. Again, makes this economy run because you're working for these billion-dollar corporations and businesses that are successful and barely paying you a livable wage. And that's even if you're from, I don't know, I don't want to say lower job, but to corporate, from wherever you're working at to corporate, you're probably not getting paid a livable wage according to what you should be getting paid, or your, I don't want to say your bills because some of us create our own situations with that, but at this point with the rate of housing, the rate of healthcare, which should be free in my opinion, college should be free, all these things, no. So anyway, I'm getting stuck and I only have what, how long do I have? I said I was going to be in here less than 30 minutes. Time. Okay, if you just came in, put live or replay. I'm going to go into teaching because we just been talking about, again, why some of this is not our fault, but we're not making excuses. But I want to talk about where is your money going? And I'm looking down at my notes because, again, y'all see how long I can go. Y'all see how I can go. Where is your money going? We're talking about budgeting and managing our money. I'm going to put that up here so you know, because it says join our free budget challenge. But I want you guys to know where we are at right now. We are talking about, show this, starting your April. Whoa. Is it showing? Start your April budget today. Okay, so where is your, and I'm looking down when I'm typing. Sorry, guys, I'm going to look back up and when I'm looking at my notes, but I'm going to always look back up and be in communication with you. If you are with me, put up a 1 or just say with me. Either way. All right, so where's your money going? It's going to subscriptions that you probably know or don't know are still on your phone. I can't afford to be that luxurious. I mean, I can't afford to be that careless right now. But some of us don't even realize we're still paying for the gym that we don't go to. We still have something coming off on Apple because Apple just be snatching up money. We're still paying for Netflix and we barely got time to Netflix because we're working so hard. I don't know. It's just a subscription that you don't know, or that you do know that you don't need, or that you can temporarily cut back, cut out, or cut down on. Remember, I always talk about cutting back, cutting out, and cutting down on things because it's not about always restriction when it comes to budgeting, but it is about temporary sacrifices. That way you can live, better in the later. You don't want to struggle in the now just to have something. You want to live good and decent and comfortable in the now so you can live better later. Doesn't mean you can't have those subscriptions. It doesn't mean you can't pay for that gym that you better go to if you're paying for it. Okay, so where's your money going? Subscriptions, comfort and convenience spending. Raise your hand. You can put a little emoji. You can put your hand up. You could just say hit. You got hit like a dog. Hit dog. Raise your hand. If you do comfort spending, and we don't have to explain that too much, but we will go into it. Okay, comfort or convenience spending. They're two different things. Comfort spending could be I'm feeling sad, or I want to feel better about myself, or I'm paying so many bills and I don't even see my money. I don't have anywhere to go. Like I can't go anywhere. I can't buy anything, and then it makes you feel better to just spend more money and get more behind, or not be able to, do other things because you didn't allocate the money or watch where it was going or create a plan for it, right? That's comfort spending in a nutshell. My explanation. I'll do a better one next time. All right, everyone with me. Comfort spending. Put comfort in comments, even if you're on a replay. Comfort. Okay. Then we have convenience spending. Oh, child. Now this is westernized culture because we want it fast, quick, and in a hurry. Microwave popcorn. I need it now. DoorDash. I don't want to go out. I'm tired. That's comfort and convenience. I'm going to have it delivered. I'm going to pay delivery fees and I'm going to eat out all the time, knowing it costs me money, right? So convenience spending is I don't want to cook. I don't want to say I don't want to cook because some of y'all really do work really hard and really are struggling to find the time. And if you don't have the time in a sense, but you do if you planned ahead. And I get it, because I'm not trying to sit here and act like, oh, life is just, because I don't have kids and stuff. So I don't want y'all to beat me up. You do and can find the time for what you want to find the time for. You heard that saying before. But the problem is it does feel and look like you don't have the time because you didn't create a strategy to meal plan and have the time. And it's not to say you have to cook at home every day to save money. So anyway, cooking at home, not ordering DoorDash, again, comfort, convenience spending, buying things that, hey, listen, you work hard for your money. I say treat yourself, but treat yourself with a plan. We're not just out here. That's what I'm talking about. So I want to make sure I clarify that. And then late fees. Okay, I said 1, 2, and 3 because I be going off. We're talking about, if you just came in, where's your money going? Late fees. Honey, I am a witness. I did a whole video on it on my YouTube. Make sure you're following me on YouTube at Trendy Savings, even though I'm under Trendy Educational Services right now. I have a personal channel on Trendy Savings, and then I have our business channel. But make sure, guys, and if you haven't joined the free budget challenge, everything I'm talking about in here is just, I'm speeding through it, but we're going to handle these things. We're going to talk about what the plan looks like. We're going to lay out a plan. So please make sure you join the free budget challenge. I have it up there. Join our free 5-day budget challenge at bit.ly/5-day budget. Okay. Make sure it's case sensitive and it's very sensitive. Make sure you do it exactly how it says. All right. So we talking about, okay, so there's no shame. Okay, a lot of times when it comes to planning, oh, wait a minute, I wasn't done. Did I say late fees? And the other third thing with where's your money going is survival planning, okay? And that's real. Survival planning is real. Like when you're just in the midst of it all and bills are due, you didn't plan ahead. It's just, okay, I'm just trying to do what I can do. I'm trying to negotiate, talk with this collector. I'm trying to feed my family. I'm trying to whatever day in and day out, whatever the day is, that's survival planning. Okay. So where's your money going? Subscriptions, comfort spending, convenience spending, late fees, honey. Late fees used to eat me up. Used to eat my money up. I was like, here, give it to me. I used to give the bank $30 fees back in the day. Remember the convenience fees? Oh my gosh. I've still given late fees. Don't get it wrong. I'm not perfect at this, but not as often. Something might slip up or something might happen, and I can't afford these late fees no more. Anyway, survival planning. Okay, so we're done with where's your money going. I'm only going to touch on one other point. If you are serious about creating a budget before the month begins, because we're trying to plan from now on, we're trying to plan ahead. And when you're creating a spending plan, AKA a budget, because I know budget feels restrictive, and I'm hurting some of y'all with this word. I keep saying all night. I meant to say AKA spending plan from the beginning. And let me see. Oh, we got comments. I am not. Java, I'm sorry. I gotta remember that I have to check for the comments. They don't just pop up. Let me go ahead and read these comments. But if you're trying to create a budget, AKA a spending plan, you need to join the 5-day budget challenge. It is a free virtual challenge. If I did not say that earlier, it is a free virtual challenge. When everything is costing you, I am sitting here telling you it is a free virtual challenge. You're going to get emails. You're going to get step-by-step plans. You're going to get some freebies I'm not going to talk about. You're going to get some free forms to guides to help you. Okay. And then you're also going to be able to go live with me like this, but more private. We might do some of it live where everybody can see it and then get off. Or just not part of the challenge. But in the challenge is going to be links to go live where we can talk, ask questions. You can hop on the video. We're going to hop on. We're going to have a group. We're going to have a large group. We already have quite a few people signed up for the live stream challenge, but I know how y'all do. Some of y'all are going to come live. Some of y'all ain't. Some of y'all are going to come on the live session. So just know that there's other people signed up for the challenge and we are ready to go. All right, let me check these comments. Thank you for putting in comfort. That's what you were putting. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back to this one. This looks good. Jawaru said, wait a minute. Late fees, me too. Gots to do better. Listen, if y'all know my day ones or anybody that's a part of the savings family, and it doesn't matter if you're not, the old savings family with Trendy Savings or you join TES, right? We talk like this. We create our own words. He said, gots to do better. I love it, Jawaru. I never used food delivery, just grocery delivery. And you know what I did, because we used to do Instacart, especially remember when they had all those try us out things when Instacart first started back in the day when we were live streaming. Okay, I know y'all on the replay, like, come on with it now. I'm coming. I'm coming. My second teaching point, because I was going off. That's why I write it down. That's why I write these down. It keeps me on track. Why budgets fail. Okay, so we talked about where is your money going, and again, let me go back before I can do why budgets fail. There's a point I always like to make that we don't talk about, and I know I should just save some of this for the class, but I can't. So, what is a spending plan, or what is a budget anyway? Like a budget or a spending plan. I mean, I'm sorry, a budget. I should just say, what is a budget? It's just a plan for your money. Stop calling it like, oh, I can't. A budget means I can't do anything. No, it means you could do more because you're planning your money. You're not guessing in your head. Some people like, I know what my bills are. I know what, take that out your head. I'm 45 and I'm realizing when 45 since last weekend, I'm 45. 45 came knocking on the door. I was like, who is you? Where did time go? Where is he knocking on my door? And everything, well, before then, started changing up here. I have to really, really think and read and write stuff down. You need not only to write it down for your memory's sake, but to see, do I have more money coming in or going out? So here's the good thing. When you write down your first budget, and or it could be a second or third, it could be whatever, but when you finally start to budget again, you are going to be uncomfortable with what you see, or possibly if you're really serious person and you kind of just don't have a little bit of a strategy, but you're serious about not overspending and things like that, you might see something different. We'll talk about that, but you're going to see that you either have your income, so you're going to have your income, right? Because that's the main thing a budget entails. It's just other than allocating stuff out and getting all to the nitty gritty in the categories, your income and your expenses, and you're going to see, do I have more money coming in than going out? Not good. More money coming in than going out? Not good. Right? Or do I have just about the same? Am I somewhere like I don't think you'll be exactly even unless you are a budgeter and you are the what's the budget, Jawaru? I always talk about not the zero based budget, the budget where it's like every single dime assign every single dollar. Can't even take it down. Because 50-30-30-20 is a flexible budget. The zero based budget is like for people that are really strict. So you already have a budget if it's exactly the same going in and out, right? You budget every dollar, like every penny to the dollar. Or you're gonna find out there's a difference. Now, if you have more going out than coming in, there's an easy fix for that. There's a couple of easy fixes for that. Come to the 5-day budget challenge, and I promise you we're going to cover that. Now, I'm not saying they're easy fixes. I won't say that because we're in a different type of economy. We talked about that earlier in the video. If you just came in, make sure you go back and watch the replay. If you're on the replay, hey, say hey. All right. So that's what a budget is in simple form. That's kind of what we want to work on first so we don't get overwhelmed. We want to make sure that we got more. So when we see that we have more going out to coming in, you're going to come to the challenge because we're going to adjust that, right? And I'm not going to talk to you personally in front of everybody specifically. We're going to talk in general. And then we're also going to be offering something to some people free on the side, one-on-ones. Okay. So envelope budgeting. Yes. That's another one, Jararu. That one is like stricter. That is more strict. The envelope budget. Yes. Thank you, Jawabru, because if you weren't talking, Lord Jesus, I would have to rely on the replay. I haven't gone live in so long. I was just hoping anybody came on. I'm grateful. First of all, one thing I carry right now with me is humility. Okay. Teaching point number 2, why budgets fail. And I have to look down in my notes because I only got how long do I have, Jawabru, before we're at 30 minutes? I don't see it in the corner. It used to be up here. See, I haven't been on StreamYard in a while. How long do I have before we're at 30 minutes? Where did the time go? They used to show you the time now. Okay. All right. Anyway, so budgets aren't realistic, right? Your budget will fail if it's not realistic. Meaning, like, again, you can't create something to where you're just spending. Like when we talked about the 50-30-20 method of budgeting, it's 50% goes to your wants, 30% goes to your needs, 20% goes to savings. You can't put 70% towards your wants and you got bills that's worth more than that, like then you don't have enough to cover your bills or no room for savings. That's another thing, because even if you're even, where's the room for savings? There's no room for savings. So you want to make sure you have actually, I know some of us aren't even living within our means, but sometimes it's better to live below your means, especially in this economy, especially with gas prices being so ridiculous that when you go up the street and if you don't fill your tank, you have to refill your tank again. Okay. Go ahead and complain down in the comments. We're gonna get all the complaining out of our system. We're gonna get all the excuses out. If you want to complain tonight, because tomorrow we are starting our free 5 day budget challenge. Go ahead and register bit.ly/. I gotta remember because it has a dash in it. 5 day budget. It's 5-day budget. Go ahead and register. It's free. It's virtual. Join us. All right. And again, you'll get emails. You'll be able to get links to live streams. You'll get step-by-step help. All right. You're not aligned. Your budget is not aligned to your lifestyle. Okay. We were talking about again, your lifestyle is one way, your income is another. You are writing down things that you're actually know, or you're trying to sound cute on paper. You know you're going to be spending money on clothes and you didn't even put it in the budget. You know you're going to, because I don't want you again to think so restrictive. I want you to be able to like handle your wants, but the first thing you handle are your needs, which is your bills, your fixed expenses, especially because they do not change. Most of the time, your fixed expenses do not change unless you call up a bill collector and be like, can we negotiate? And there ain't really much negotiating going on these days, right? But your variable expenses can change. Somebody name a variable expense that knows what a variable expense is before I explain it. You got to be quick on the draw because I'm about to explain it because people don't have a long attention span, especially on the replay. Variable expense, name one. You don't have to explain what it is, but if you want to, name one. 7 minutes. I got 7 minutes. And that was, he probably put that in the chat less than 7 minutes ago. I got 3 minutes to get through this. Name a variable expense. Jawa gonna name it. I know he's gonna name one. So I'm gonna give him time to name that. But while we're talking about variable expenses, those are things you really, those are things you can change. Those are things you can change within your budget without completely cutting something out, right? So you can adjust them. Variable expenses are, let me see if I got one before I keep going. I think, do we got any? Okay, your groceries. Your groceries are the biggest variable expense that you feel like you can't control right now because inflation feels like it's controlling it, but you can. And the reason why it is because in groceries, I'm including eating out, ordering out, because a lot of times the first number one way you can save is by eating out less, because that's, if you think buying groceries is expensive, eating out is expensive. Because when you're buying, and hopefully you're going to do what I'm going to suggest, creating a meal plan for the week with those groceries. Join the class, honey. Join the budgeting class. Create a meal plan for the week with those groceries. You are actually doing intentional planning and spending. You're going to save more. I promise you. I promise you. My mom, and I know y'all like, you only have one person in your house. My mom has a full house, right? Or she has a house of multiple people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 people. She could spend $200 and still not have meals set out for the week. One time before, I will say before the, or with a W, but the tariffs were still in place and inflation was still in place. We went to Aldi. We spent $60. She ate for the week. Her family ate for the week off the $60. Ask her if I'm lying. Ask her if I'm lying. I took it to the right. And so that can be accomplished. Where else am I at? Because I'm getting off track. Where else am I at? Oh, wait a minute. I'm not even here. I didn't create something else. Oh no. I said your budget's not aligned with your lifestyle. What am I talking about? How did I get the meal planning? See why I write notes and still. All right. So I said your budget's not realistic. It's not aligned with your lifestyle. And I talked about a system. How did I get the meal planning? Oh, I was talking about variable expenses. Here he goes, food. Okay, so I asked you guys about variable expenses, and the food you can change, grocery shopping you can change. Another variable expense is, I hate to say it because it's another tough one right now, gas. And the only thing really you can think, there's some things, carpooling, driving less, which feels restrictive, but temporarily, or doing all your necessary driving. Like if you know you have a couple of places to go throughout the week, try doing it in one day. Rerouting how you do it. Like there's a lot of little things you can do, but you can't control those gas prices, honey, nor this war, nor this administration. Okay. So that's some things, and then we got to wrap this up. I said your budget. I talked about why your budget failed. I said it doesn't align with your lifestyle. There's no systems we're creating in the 5-day budget challenge. It's free, it's virtual. Join us. Systems, a plan, a system. And I don't want to scare you with system. It's really simple to do. We're going to work it out. A system is just something written down on paper and something that you follow. Like every day you wake up, you brush your teeth, you do your hair, it becomes a habit or a routine. If you don't make creating a spending plan, because I know y'all scared of budget, a habit or routine, And if you don't actually, just like you taught your kids how to do it before they would do it consistently, if you don't actually consistently do it and fail and then do it and then remember and then fail and then do all these great things with it, you'll never accomplish it. You'll just say, it didn't work. But just don't work for me. Right? So you have to try. What's the last thing I'm going to cover? I think I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop there and just invite you again to join our free budget challenge. Thank you for joining me in on the live and the replay. Thank you for Jawabu for comment. And don't forget, I can see your comments. I will respond to you. You can put your questions on the replay. I'm going to leave this up wherever it may be. I'm going to be on here all week. Yeah, even during the challenge, I'm going to be on here all week. What is today? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think I'm going to join. I think I'm going to challenge myself to come on live Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to challenge myself. I said all week. The week is almost over. So I'm going to challenge myself while we're in this challenge together, hopefully, if you're joining us. And if you're not joining us, we're still going to talk about it on the live streams. But it's best to join because that's where we're going to do the work and the learning. And also next week, we'll talk about it in another stream. I'm going to talk about it in another stream because I'm going to be doing a workshop locally with a collaboration workshop. But we'll talk about that in another stream and post once I have more information because we had to change some information. If you do not know me, my name is Joy. I'm a certified teacher, savings strategist, budgeting coach, and live streamer now. Not kidding. I used to live stream all the time. Haven't been here in a while. I'm so glad to be back. Don't even know how to end this stream. That's how long it's been. But thank you for coming in. I will see you the next time. Be blessed. Pay less, don't stress. Wait, why do I feel like it's backwards? Because I'm looking on here. Sorry, peace. Oh my gosh, I can't end the stream. My mouse on my laptop won't let me end the stream. What? I'm not even. My mouse is not even connected. I'm on the board. Why is the board not working? Am I frozen, guys? I can't end the stream. What is going on? Did StreamYard take over my board? My board was just working. I just looked at Jawaru's comment. Now I can't end the stream. My board is being held hostage. This is embarrassing. Guys, I'm trying to end the stream. It was going so well. We started off so good. I stayed under 30 minutes. Now I can't get onto my board to end the stream. This is going to be long just for no reason. Okay, let me hook my mouse up. I think maybe my mouse did get connected and I don't have my mouse. How did it get connected? My board is not working. This is some foolishness. Let me take my phone out. No camera, maybe I can do it. Where is my board? This is some foolishness. Ain't this about nothing? Watch people come in while I'm trying to end. I had to get my mouse. Ain't this about nothing? I had to get my mouse so I could end the stream. Let me see if it'll show up now with the mouse. No, my board and my mouse aren't working. Oh Lord. Apple, right? Apple. They say get Apple. No, I've had this for a while, but still. All this money we pay you, Apple. This is crazy. Maybe StreamYard is taking over. Guys, I can't end it. I don't want to just close my laptop out. This is weird. I can't end the stream. You stuck with me. We together forever. Isn't that what Carter B? Forever. I can't end the stream. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. The devil is a liar. Yeah. The devil is a liar. Yeah. The devil is a liar. I'm going to chant this live stream off. Yeah. I was way too high. I thought I was first soprano again. I'm barely second. I think I'm out. I'm soprano. I'm sopralto. I can see your comments now, Java. I can't even put them on the board. I can't even keep the thing on the board. Good lives and Android. Come on, Andrew. I'm actually streaming from my Mac laptop, but I do, yeah, my audio is on my phone. But I think StreamYard, it has my laptop never usually does this with the board, except for like really quickly, maybe. And now I have my mouse in, so I'm thinking that it's something with StreamYard. It's taking over my board. It's not taking over my board. It's not responding to my board. I don't StreamYard. I can't get off the live. StreamYard, are you crazy? Look, I went from praying to about to fuss StreamYard out now. I don't cuss, but I'm gonna fuss you out. Come on, StreamYard, release. Cause I'm like, the devil is a liar. Yeah. Oh, my mouse went to the y'all. Okay, y'all can't see. It's a mess over here because I'm streaming. I don't want to show you my the computer for my. Oh, geez, how did that happen? I never knew that could happen because maybe I never had them on at the same time. The computer for my hub for the at my office and at our hub is like taking over. You can't see it and it's a mess over there. I don't want to turn it. I'm gonna still, but my mouse should have took back over here, so I don't know what's going on. This is the longest live stream ending ever. The live wasn't even that long. We're about to end it just as long as the live was. I know people probably jumped off the replay anyway, but if you made it this far, we here. We cool. You probably just on here laughing, but what in the world? I really can't get off, y'all. I don't want to shut down my computer the wrong way, and I don't want to just shut this down, but I might have to. My mouse is over here now. This has its own mouse, so why would this do? Oh, it's asking me something. Hold on. Okay, let me see if I have control again. Because I'm like, this has its own. Oh, it can't be the mouse. Why would something's not right? How is my board? This was my board going to the computer. This is so technology. And I did a whole test at 5:00, acting a fool, just like this, just so that I could do the live stream right and act a fool at the end. Jesus, take the wheel. Don't even take the wheel anymore because I shouldn't even be driving. Wait. Let me see if this will work over here. The mouse for over here. The mouse for over here is working over here. Look at God. Bye, y'all.